Hey guys, welcome back to the Struggleville YouTube channel. Yesterday, YouTube announced some changes to their partner program, which is basically the program that pays YouTube creators, so I thought we'd talk about it a little bit, because oh man, are they... If you just created a YouTube channel, or if you were thinking about doing it, grab some tissues. You're going to be bawling like a baby here in a minute. So we're going to talk about what they changed, why they changed it, or at least why I think they changed it. We'll go through some of the comments on this blog post from them. I'm not going to read you the whole thing, but I will put a link in the description below, and I want to read you a few excerpts from it. And we're just going to talk about this a little bit, so if you're interested in how YouTube works, the business of YouTube, or if you've ever thought about creating a channel, or if you have a channel, you might find some of this interesting. So, first excerpt from this blog post says, "We're making changes to address the issues that affected our community in 2017 so we can prevent bad actors from harming the inspiring and original creators around the world who make their living on YouTube. A big part of that effort will be strengthening our requirements for monetization so spammers, impersonators, and other bad actors can't hurt our ecosystem to take advantage of you while continuing to reward those who make our platform great." Man, there is so much bullshit in that first paragraph that it's hard to digest all of it. So, they talk about issues that affected our community in 2017, and you're talking about the scandal with PewDiePie, where I think it was the Washington Post and some other news outlets made a big deal out of him making some maybe distasteful jokes, but they didn't take them as jokes, they took them as like literal. You know, the sad thing about even doing a video like this is I have to be careful of the words I use. Not only the title and the description and the tags and everything, you have to be careful of your actual words to not get yourself demonetized on everything. So, hopefully you know what I'm talking about, but so you had PewDiePie, and then you have Logan Paul going to the forest in Japan and things hanging from trees. And, you know, the funny thing is they talk about bad actors. And one, I don't blame PewDiePie at all, but Logan Paul's an idiot. And then you had that Mike Martin guy who was basically making videos of him and his family tormenting and beating his kids. And I think they eventually had their kids taken away from them, and I don't know if they're making YouTube videos anymore, but all that happened this year. But all those controversies were big, huge channels. These new changes that we get into, they're really attacking the small channels and the new channels, and they're talking about bad actors, spammers, impersonators. I didn't realize YouTube had such a problem with these small channels because nobody watches them. That's why they're small. They get no views. So even if they do something really outrageous, the video probably gets reported and taken down before barely any people see it at all. Their problem is unchecked creators that get millions of views in a day, and they just, showed a bunch of one dead body. I mean, that's the real problem. So the first paragraph doesn't make any sense here. Back in April of 2017, we set a YouTube Partner Program eligibility requirement of 10,000 lifetime views. Now, that's really not a whole lot of views when you think about the entire scope of how much you get paid, X amount per 1,000 views, and that can be anywhere from a few pennies to a few dollars. It varies for everybody, it varies for every video, but you're getting paid per 1,000 views, so 10,000 isn't that much. But for a new YouTuber, that is a big deal. It's hard to get those first views. And we're going to talk more about that when we get to what the new scenario is. But I saw a lot of people, we're going to look at the comments below this blog post at the end, but I saw a lot of people blaming Logan Paul for this latest change. But it's been in the works for way before he posted his video. I talked to some people who are just starting out on YouTube, just making some new channels, and they stopped approving people for this 10,000 lifetime views thing back in November, end of November, beginning of December. So they changed the wording on the page saying it's taking longer than normal, and then they changed it again saying that hopefully you will be approved at the end of January. And then, of course, in the middle of January, they changed the rules completely. So they quit wasting their time approving channels when they made this decision to make the change. And that was, a good at least month before Logan Paul even made his video. So although he is part of the problem, he is not directly tied to these new changes. It says, starting today, we're changing the eligibility requirement for monetization, making money, to 4,000 hours of watch time within the past 12 months and 1,000 subscribers. The 1,000 subscribers thing actually isn't that big of a deal, because depending how ethical you are, if you don't care much about ethics, you can purchase subscribers. There's websites out there where you can purchase the subscribers, so that's not a huge deal. There's a lot of people that I know who purchase subscribers. I've never personally done it, but when someone gets thousands of subscribers at like 1 o'clock in the morning, and then you look in like 1 o'clock in the afternoon, they get like 5, it's kind of a good indication that that person's probably purchasing subscribers. So anyway, well, that's a different video. But you can do this. So that's not the big deal. The thing is 4,000 hours, and it's funny that they mention it in hours, because the YouTube analytics page gives reports in minutes watched. So if we convert that to minutes, that's almost 250,000 minutes watched in a year. Now again, for bigger channels, that's not a big deal, but for a small YouTuber, that's a lot, man. A lot. And I think of when I first started my channel, and it's really sad that they've made these changes, because it's really kind of exciting when you first start a channel and you're publishing your first videos and they don't get a lot of views. It's probably family members and friends and just, people you talk to on social media are going to check out this new channel you made, but it's not a lot of views. But when you start getting those views from other places, or that you see that people are sharing your video and you start making money at it, before these changes, all you had to have was an approved AdSense account. And once your AdSense account was approved, every video you uploaded made money, no matter how many, no matter how many subscribers you had. You didn't have to have 10,000 views. You didn't have to have 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time. So even though it was only a few pennies, for me personally, it was so cool to look at my analytics page and see, hey, this video just made 5 cents. Like, it's stupid because it's only 5 cents, but it's something that, it's just a video of you talking or you doing something, but it's making money. Like, people are actually watching it and you are getting money for people. It's a cool feeling for people, I think. But anyone new to YouTube is never going to experience that, because you're going to have to get to 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time. Like, when you break that threshold, it's going to be awesome. But what are they going to do with people who are just towing the line of 4,000 hours of watch time? If the analytics page updates every day, and this day you have 4,000, this day you have 3,999, like, are they going to monetize you one day, then unmonetize you? It says you have to get they review your channel again once you meet these metrics. But every time you fall below that threshold, or if you have a bad month where you just get less views and less watch time, how long can you be below that threshold before they're going to say, nope, you have to get reviewed again? Because it doesn't sound like once you are there forever. And we're going to get to more of that in a few of these excerpts. But I just think that feeling being lost is kind of sad for the channel. It's certainly going to discourage new people from starting channels, because you're going to put a lot of time and effort into something that you may never see any return at all from. The worst people are the people who got to 10,000 views, who are building their channel, who were making a little bit of money, and now it's going to be pulled out from under them. The rug's just snatched, because they're not meeting these new metrics, and they may have a little bit of money in their AdSense account, and they were making a little bit of money, and now that's just all gone. So that's really unfortunate for those people. And I want to preface this a little bit with saying, like, of course, my channel's not huge, but this doesn't affect me in the least bit as far as what I'm going to earn. It's really for smaller channels than mine that are going to be hurt by this. I feel bad for them, because I can just imagine the amount of work some people are going to put into this and just never reach these milestones and never get anything, and it's going to be very discouraging for people. So it says the next one, and somewhere probably down the page here. On February 20th, 2018, we'll also implement this threshold across existing channels on the platform to allow for a 30-day grace period. Really, a 30-day grace period? So, if you've been working on your channel for like 5 or 6 months and you haven't gotten to either 1,000 subscribers or 4,000 hours of watch time, which it could take you a long time to get a rolling 12 months of 4,000 hours of watch time, okay, 30 days isn't very helpful, but anyway. On that date, so February 20th, channels with fewer than 1,000 subs or 4,000 watch hours will no longer be able to earn money on YouTube. When they reach 1,000 subs and 4,000 hours watch time, they will be automatically reevaluated under strict criteria to ensure they comply with our policies. So they're going to re-review you if you fell below the threshold initially, but like I said, if you fall below for a day, do you get demonetized and you have to, wait till you get back over it and then get reviewed again? I'm assuming there's going to be a grace period in that instance of maybe 30 days every time. But last excerpt before we get into some of the comments below and just some other thoughts I have on it. It says, though these I can read, believe me. Though these changes will affect a significant number of channels, 99% of those affected were making less than $100 per year in the last year, with 90% earning less than $2.50 a month. Such a misleading stat. Because they're saying 99% affected were making less than $100 a year. But they're taking every YouTube channel on the platform, a platform that has been around for, I think, 13 years. Is that right? So if 13 years ago you uploaded one video and never uploaded another video again, you're included in that stat. If you went to a wedding, your friend's wedding, and you uploaded a video, you were never looking to monetize it, you were never looking to create a YouTube channel, you just uploaded a single video, you're in that stat. So it's really dishonest of them to to put that out there like, oh, 99% of people aren't even affected. Who cares? No, that is trickery. It's treacherous. So anyway, any of the channels who no longer meet that threshold will be paid what they've already earned based on AdSense policies. Now that's the kick in the pants for some people. To get paid by AdSense, you have to make $100. So if you make $99.99, you do not get paid. So if YouTube is the only thing you have linked to your AdSense account, you made that 10,000 view threshold and you were ready to get your payment, maybe you're at $50 or $80 or $90, that money is going to sit in that account and do absolutely nothing until you meet this threshold or exceed it, get approved, and start making money again. So that would kind of be the person that would most be pissed off by all this, is you really started working and seeing that money climb, and maybe you were hoping next month would be your first payout for YouTube, and it ain't happening. So it's really unfortunate, and I think it's all just a PR stunt so they can go to advertisers and say, hey, look at all these changes we've made to make YouTube safer. And these advertising companies, I don't think the people really know much about the platform or know what they're doing, in the sense that they're not going to look into the particulars of what's going on. They're not really concerned. They're concerned about the PR hit they get from it, but they're not concerned about what's actually happening. So all you have to do is appease them. Be like, look, we did this, 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 and this. And they'll have no idea what you're talking about, but say, oh, good, you did things, so we'll start advertising with you again. And that's really all it's about. They don't care about small creators, so you just, kick them in the groin and push them out of the way and go ahead with Logan Paul, making videos of dead bodies and stuff. So let's check out some of these comments, because it's probably a good place to find some things. Of course, it's gone now. Well, let's go popular top comments. So my comment I just left yesterday. So huge channels with millions of subscribers and millions of views on each individual video break community guidelines and get YouTube in hot water with advertisers, and the response is to make it harder for small YouTubers to make money. Makes total sense. Sarcasm, hopefully. People understood. Wow, they're getting a lot of replies here. And let's go to... So, okay, that guy just wants sub for sub. We don't care. Okay, these are all doing... Oh, Jesus. They're all doing sub for sub. Which I think is... I don't know if it's against YouTube guidelines or not, but I would not participate. Oh, my God. All of these are just sub for sub. I wonder if they do this with all this blog stuff. I don't normally check out their blog. Well, yesterday, some people actually had legitimate comments here. Jesus. Okay. You guys are ruining my wanting to comment on comments. Let's go back up here and look at new ones. Oh, jeez. God, people just ruin this. Alright, scratch that. We're not doing all that crap. So to wrap this thing up, those are your changes for 2018. And who knows, they changed this like they said in April, and now in January they're coming out with more changes. So maybe a couple months down the road they're going to change things again. On the bright side, Amazon registered trademarks for like Amazon Tube, and I think they registered the domain AmazonTube.com. So Amazon could in the future be an alternative to YouTube. And, you know, I have mixed feelings about that because right now YouTube is the only place to go. So it's the only place for creators, but it's also the only place for your audience. If the audience has multiple channels of small creator content or content that is similar to what's on YouTube, then you might be dividing your audience among more platforms and get less views. But also, if you participate in multiple platforms, you may diversify where you're getting your income from and kind of insulate yourself from changes on individual platforms. So I see the plus and minuses of introducing other platforms. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Make sure to give the video a like, subscribe if you're not already a subscriber, and I'll link down below a playlist I started on YouTube monetization because we had a few videos in the past regarding this topic. So if you want to check that out, I'll put a link down below. Thanks guys.